In the global tech community, an intrigue is rapidly gaining momentum that most analysts considered impossible just a year ago. According to sources working with the ELEC and Korea Herald, Samsung is preparing to unveil one of the most ambitious projects in the history of the mobile industry. A fully transparent next-generation smartphone capable of upending the market and redefining what a phone can be. According to insiders close to Samsung Display's engineering centers, the development has been underway in deep secrecy for more than 5 years, but real technological breakthroughs have occurred only in the past 18 months. They claim the company is close to creating a transparent monolithic device, where the glass itself acts as both the body and the display, and the internal components are hidden so skillfully that the device appears as a single transparent block that comes to life only when the interface is activated. The first signals of the project did not emerge by accident. Samsung began filing patents in the KPO registry for new types of transparent OLED panels, hybrid structural composites, and under-display sensors fully embedded in transparent material. Journalists from MyDrivers and ET News who analyzed the documents noted that some of these developments suspiciously closely match the presumed architecture of the transparent phone. And in November, several insiders working with Reuters reported that the project has already reached the stage of closed full-function testing, and Samsung expects to show the first official teasers around 2026. What is striking is that Samsung, a company that has spent decades competing with Apple and is often perceived as a maker of classic flagships, may become the brand delivering one of the biggest shocks to the entire industry. If Xiaomi unexpectedly jumped into transparent gadgets first, then Samsung, judging by leaks, is preparing not an experimental concept, but a serious commercial product backed by massive scientific research and years of development. Analysts at Counterpoint Research note that if Samsung becomes the first to release a fully functional transparent device, it will be Samsung, not Apple, that sets the direction of smartphone evolution for the next decade. Until recently, creating such a phone was considered nearly impossible. Transparent OLED displays existed, but they were fragile, expensive, and required the electronics to be moved into a separate module. Samsung had demonstrated transparent panels at CES and SID Display Week, but those were exhibition prototypes without built-in computing systems. In a smartphone, you cannot hide the chipset, modem, battery, or camera in a separate stand, and solving this problem became the central challenge. According to supply chain sources, Samsung developed a unique layout, an ultra-thin side module that houses part of the electronics, and floating elements embedded inside the transparent glass structure, hidden due to a new transparent conductive material that becomes visible only under direct light, creating the illusion of completely absent components. It is also noted that engineers are testing new semi-transparent batteries, hybrid mini-cells with partial light transmission, and the camera system is fully integrated under the glass, using an improved under-display camera technology refined after several Galaxy generations. Korean analysts also mention a key issue Samsung engineers had to overcome: readability. A transparent display means the user will always see whatever is behind the device: a hand, a wall, a window, sunlight glare. To solve this, Samsung created a multi-layer OLED module with instant dimming mode, essentially an electrochromic glass effect that becomes matte or fully darkened on command. This allows the transparent smartphone to turn into a regular one when the interface needs to be displayed and become transparent again when the screen is off or when special effects are used. According to insiders, Samsung is testing adaptive dimming that automatically adjusts transparency depending on lighting conditions. If Samsung truly presents such a product in 2026, the global market will face a massive technological restructuring. First, Apple will lose a key advantage: its status as the company that sets industry trends. Second, such a smartphone will force competitors to make enormous investments, especially in materials science and next-generation batteries. And third, the very appearance of a transparent phone will serve as a psychological signal. The center of innovation is shifting to Seoul, not Cupertino. IDC experts already note that even a limited premium series of transparent devices could create an aura of absolute technological leadership around Samsung. The name of the device is still unknown. Leaks mention options like Galaxy Crystal, Galaxy Glass Edition, or Galaxy Zero View, but nothing official has been confirmed. Specifications also remain a secret. One thing is certain, Samsung is close to showing the world the first commercial transparent smartphone, and if this happens, the industry will find itself on the threshold of a new era, a time of devices that until recently existed only in movies. Beyond the technological race, a powerful strategic context is forming around Samsung's transparent smartphone. According to analysts from Omdia and display supply chain consultants, the company has increased investments in transparent panels by more than 40% over the past 2 years, and Samsung Display has created a separate closed team working exclusively on 6th-generation transparent OLED modules. This is an extremely rare move that the corporation makes only when preparing products capable of radically transforming the brand's image and strengthening its position in the global market. Insiders claim that within Samsung, the project is already being called a historical challenge, an attempt to create a device that will not merely introduce a new form factor, but demonstrate superiority in materials, electronics, and manufacturing technologies. South Korean media have reported that the company views the transparent smartphone not as a niche gadget, but as the beginning of an entire product line. Transparent tablets, AR-compatible transparent terminals, and even hybrid devices for smart homes where interfaces appear directly within glass surfaces. Experts note that the market is more ready for such a breakthrough than ever. The era of classic smartphones has entered a stage of stagnation, design has become uniform, innovations are incremental, and users are tired of cyclical updates. The appearance of a fully transparent phone could restore the sense of real technological magic, the same effect the first iPhone once produced. It is no surprise that interest in the project is growing faster than in any new Galaxy model in recent years. There is especially a lot of discussion about the potential integration of the transparent smartphone into the Samsung AI ecosystem. According to rumors, the company is developing visual effects in which the interface will float inside the glass, combining augmented reality, electrochromic dimming, and adaptive OLED layers. This creates the effect of an entirely new type of user experience, where the boundary between the physical object and the digital interface begins to disappear. Analysts at TechRadar and GSM Arena emphasize that the leaks look unusually consistent, and industry sources call the project the boldest and most complex in Samsung's history. If engineers have managed to combine transparent OLED panels, new batteries, under-display cameras, composite glass, and miniaturized chips into a single structure, then the world truly stands at the beginning of a new era in mobile technology. And this era may start not with Apple, but with Samsung. Now we wait. Insiders suggest that the first official hints may appear as early as mid-2026, and if the rumors are confirmed, the release of the transparent Galaxy will become an event comparable to the launch of the first iPhone. Only this time, it may be Samsung that rewrites the history of the industry.